Welcome to the Alum Connect of Excel 2020 MEC in collaboration with IETS MEC. I'm Manju Joseph from EC4B.
And I'm Gauri Krishna from EC2B. We'll be hosting the session. We wholeheartedly welcome all of you to this interactive session.
Before we dive into the much awaited session, let's first have a quick glance of what IETS MEC is. Now, about IET, IET is an organization, Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, and it was founded in the year 1953. And Government of India has also recognized IET as a scientific and industrial research organization, and also notified it as an education institution of national eminence. Now, the objectives of IET are improving standard of engineering education, counseling the students in the emerging new opportunities, encouraging and motivating the outside classroom studies, workshops, projects, and seminars. Now, the activities of IET is we organize technical programs, special lectures, and also arrange workshops. And it is the right platform to exchange ideas of technical interest. If you are a person interested in tech field, then this is your organization. So we also host competitions related to tech fields. The last competition that we had organized was a technical writing competition, which saw participants from many parts of India. So it's a correct platform for you if you're a techie person. Then we also facilitate industry visits and so much more. Now, the benefits of joining IET, it has only a one-time fee registration for all 4 years. So unlike other organizations, you don't need to renew your registration. Then you have papers and journals of education. Then you can also subscribe to IET Journal of Research and IET Technical Review. Then it also provides students who are there in IET to get reduced fees for IET technical programs. And the membership fee structure is being shown right now, year-wise structure. And that's it. And if you have any questions or queries regarding the enrollment to this organization, you can contact Megha Murray. Now, let's move on to the much awaited session. Today, we are indeed very fortunate to have with us one of the proud gems of MEC, Ms. Minnu Jose. From a humble start with KV, she started her educational career with a bachelor's degree in electronics and communication from Government Model Engineering College, and then to the Dream Institute to the University of Southern California to pursue her master's in digital VLSI. Her professional career flung through various internships and jobs, including Intel and Open Silicon, but never ceased her flight until reaching a dream job as a DFT engineer at Apple. Here we proudly present Minnu Jose, and a hearty welcome to you, Minnu.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. And first of all, I would like to say hats off to you guys for organizing this event under these difficult circumstances, like the Excel MEC team, IET, Alum Connect, and all the other clubs and all the other people who are involved in making this event happen. I would like to thank you and tell you that you are doing an amazing job. I hope everyone is staying safe and, still keeping motivated and doing all your things amazingly. As you guys already heard, I was a student in MEC like long time back. I passed out in 2012. And I was an ECE student, and from there I got placed from MEC in Open Silicon in Bangalore. So from MEC for 2 years I worked in Bangalore, and then I moved to US to pursue my master's in USC, and from there I started working in Apple, and I've been working in Apple for 4 years now. I'll just tell you a little bit briefly about my profile. So I'm in the CPU design team of Apple, and my profile is DFT. DFT stands for Design for Test. If doesn't know about it, So Design for Test means, so when every chip is getting manufactured, we need to add certain logic into the chip to make sure that once the chip is fabricated, to differentiate between the good part and the bad part. So it's so the FE team is involved in throughout the from the design phase till the actual silicon gets manufactured. So that is my job in like.
Yes, of course. So let us know about Minnu and her story of success. And hello, Minnu. Today we have a lot of people listening to your story. So first of all, tell us about your life at college and what do you miss the most about it? And did MEC in any way pave your way to success?
So MEC was amazing, like 4 amazing years of my life. I had a lot of fun during those years. And I have a lot of memories about MEC that I cherish even now. If you ask me what I miss the most, I might not be able to pick just one thing. There are like a lot of things that I miss. First of all, I miss all the fun and like all the friendship, the meeting, all the friends that I made in MEC. Like now, like I'm connected with few of them thanks to the technology, but like, yeah, that is something I miss. And then I was part of the placement cell of MEC. So that was a great experience for me. So it was like the first time I interacted with the professional world, like through the placement cell, like that excitement in bringing a company to campus and that satisfaction when some of your classmates get placed and you know that, okay, you played a small part, a small role in that. All that was, good memories. And then also like arts, sports, and Excel, organizing events, and even the small things like canteen visits, all the gossips and everything. So class tour, etc. So there are like a lot of memories associated with MEC for me. And if you ask me if MEC paved path for my success, my answer would be definitely yes, because MEC was like my first step towards engineering. And MEC made me an engineer. And I would like to thank all the teachers who were very supportive, encouraged all the students, and the HOD of our department. Yeah, everybody was, I would say, very supportive of the students. And we could just walk into them, ask our questions at any time. Teachers were more like friends. So, and also, I got my first job from MEC. So the placement of MEC is best known for, like, when you consider in Kerala itself, among top 3, we have the best placement. So a lot of core companies come visit our campus, recruit students. So my first job and my introduction to VLSI itself was through my first job, and MEC made it happen. So yes, MEC was the first step.
There must have been a point where you're confused about what to pursue after your bachelor's degree, whether to take a master's, an MBA, or a job, a startup. When did you experience this mid-engineering crisis, and how did you overcome that dilemma?
So I would say during that time, like this is like 8 to 10 years back. At that time, there were not many options. Like we all started our BTech, and then first year, second year went by, and by third year, everybody would just want to get placed. That was the trend at that time. Everybody's aim was to get placed in a really good company and start working. Going for higher studies, or especially going for higher studies outside the country. Such things were not very common, and we didn't have many people to like ask questions, like ask about it, get to know more details and everything. And among my batchmates also, I don't think anybody like went for masters or MBA or anything soon after BTech. So yeah, so we didn't. So I think the mid-engineering crisis for most of us was after we finished engineering. Yeah, but I see that is changing over the years. I see a lot of students contact me, and they tell me that they are preparing for the GRE, they want to do masters, and they ask me for guidance. And I feel really good that students, even during their engineering, they have this vision, they have a clarity on, okay, they want to do a master's, and they are like working towards it. So that is a really good change. And I encourage you guys, like if you know that, okay, you have a specialization in mind that you want to pursue for, or an MBA or anything. So it's good to take time between your studies to, pursue that as well.
Do skills and projects matter more, or does GPA? Many students out there don't know how to put up their resume or what kind of projects to do. So Minnu, in your opinion, how do you think students should endorse their technical skills?
So yeah, resume is very important because resume is where you represent what you are, like in front of a professional. So it's like a professional representation of you. So it should convey everything that you want to convey in that piece of document. If you ask me, I would say GPA like creates a first impression. Because everybody will look once a person looks into your resume, everybody will look into that GPA, that number. And that kind of creates the first impression. So, and there are also like for some jobs or even, I don't know for higher education if it matters, but there are some jobs in which they have a cutoff, straight off cutoff of certain GPA that even if you have like say a lot of projects, lot of skills, etc., if your GPA doesn't meet that cutoff criteria, you won't even be eligible for it. I would say that it's important to maintain an average or an above average GPA so that you get the opportunities, get a chance to even prove your other skills. So it is important to maintain a good GPA, but at the same time, it is also important to gain necessary skills that will be required for you to work in a professional world or whatever career you are pursuing, like in the skills necessary for that, and adding the relevant projects. And if you can also think out of the curriculum, like now there are a lot of online resources available, certifications that you can do online. So all that matters. So all that you can add into your resume. Also, if you have done any internships, adding internship into your resume is definitely beneficial because then they know that, okay, you have some kind of an industry experience. So I would encourage you to try for internship openings if possible during your, in between your vacations, sem breaks, etc., if you can. So that is an added advantage. And one thing I noticed after moving to US in the resume that we had back in India and the resume that we have here that we prepared for. So in here we add, I don't know if you people do it already. We add our courses in the resume. Like we add that, okay, I have done this particular course or this particular course in the resume itself, so that when somebody looks at it, they know that, okay, you have knowledge about these topics and things like that. So that is a good way. Even if GPA is less, if they know that, okay, you have done some particular interesting course like artificial intelligence or something, some eye-catchy course that they think, okay, would be relevant or contributing factor to their team, something like that. So that would be an added thing. So you can, and also I would say, since you are in BTech and you have a lot of paths to choose your career, like you wouldn't be looking for just one specific job profile. You would be looking for different type of jobs. So then I would also say you can make your resume, like you can have different set of resume customized for different set of jobs, because for different set of jobs, the skill set that they are looking for would be different. So you can prepare your resume in such a way that it is oriented towards that particular skill set for that particular job, and highlight, like you can rearrange your order of your projects depending upon the job profile. If you have a project relevant to that particular job, keep it in the beginning. What you want to do is you want their attention into the things that they think would be beneficial in their work domain. So these are some things that you can consider while building your resume. So I hope I gave a brief idea and I hope that is helpful.
Minnu, before stepping into a job, what were the internships and courses you did as a student? How do you think students should endorse in technical skills?
So, I have two different stories. So, in MEC, like I told you, I got my first job from MEC, and then I worked for a few years, and then I pursued my master's. So when I was studying in MEC, so there was nothing specific as part of job preparation. The main thing that I did was like to be thorough about all the core subjects, because that's the foundation. Like we have our coursework already contains lot of information about the different core subjects not just electronics, I think all the departments have. So where even like I would say, don't wait till like fourth semester. Like you will be like, okay, I can start preparation for job in my fourth semester. Now I'll just enjoy. I would say don't have that attitude when you have like course subject even in early semester. I would say like try to gain in-depth knowledge about those topics. So I used to like take interest in that, like make sure that I understand the core topics, the basics thoroughly, so that moving ahead also it would help in the other subjects, as well as it helped a lot for job preparation. And also like before the job interviews, I used to just take the notes of my previous semester and revise it so that it brushes up your memory. So that was the main thing that I did as part of job preparation, to be thorough about your courses itself. And then obviously there are a lot of online resources available. So I used to look for the online interview questions regarding a particular topic. So even though like you learn in a certain way in your coursework, the interviews questions might not be very straightforward. They would maybe ask in a certain way. So it's good to like get familiarized with the interview questions as well. So these are the things I did for during BTech. I did not do any internships. For us, there were not many opportunities, and I don't think anyone offered like 3 months internships for EC. So I did not have any internship experience, but I would say it's just the coursework that helped me get a job. So that is my advice, to be thorough in the core subjects, the basics, and try to gain as much knowledge as you can regarding those topics.
Let's talk about your family and your loved ones. And when not working, what will we find Minu Jose endorsed in other than sports?
So in the family, Natilana, in the Vida Aluelana, I was a day scholar in college. So I have my parents, both my father and mother, were working in Bank of Baroda, but now they have retired. They are leading a peaceful and happy retired life. I have an elder sister, and the Chechi is working in Federal Bank. She's married. Her husband, my brother-in-law, is working in CIAL, Cochin International Airport. They are also settled in Alva itself. And I have 2 nieces, Chechira and Kutiyal. So everybody is back in India. I miss them a lot. Parents were like my pillars of support. എല്ലാ കാര്യത്തിനും എൻ്റെ എല്ലാ ഡിസിഷനും എന്നെ ചെറുപ്പം തൊട്ട് ഇൻഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് വളർത്തിയെന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പറയാം. അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ബോൾഡ് ആയിട്ട് ഡിസിഷൻസ് എടുക്കാൻ കുറെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ബിക്കോസ് at every time it's like my decisions that shape my life. അങ്ങനെ പറയാം. I actually had a lot of help from different people, പക്ഷെ in the end the decision was mine. So അങ്ങനെ I would say അതിന് I am very thankful to my parents. Yeah. So the other question was when I'm not working, what am I doing? Yeah, that was the next question. So yeah, I would say work-life balance is very important. However good your work is, you should also have a life which is where you do things other than work that you enjoy. So for me, like I try to keep my weekends for that. So where I have time to do what I like. So mostly I like to travel. എനിക്ക് ഔട്ട്ഡോർസ് എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്യാൻ ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. സോ ഐ ലിവ് ഇൻ കാലിഫോർണിയ, വിച്ച് ഇസ് ലൈക്ക് എ വെരി ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ സിറ്റി. ഇവിടെ കുറെ ഓപ്ഷൻസ് ഉണ്ട് ടു ട്രാവൽ ഔട്ട്സൈഡ്. സംടൈംസ് ലൈക്ക് ഐ ഹാവ് എ ബഞ്ച് ഓഫ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ഹിയർ, സോ വി ഗോ ഫോർ ഹൈക്സ് or like some long drives along the coast or things like that. So that is something that I really enjoy doing. Pinne on winters, I go for skiing. So that is something that I learned here. Ski cheyan padichu. That is a new sport that I learned here. So wintersly we go that. ഒരു കുറച്ച് few hours drive ചെയ്ത് ഇവിടെ ഒരു ski resort ഉണ്ട്. So എല്ലാ winterലും ഞങ്ങൾ അവിടെ പോവാറുണ്ട്. So and also like as part of my work, I got opportunity to travel to different countries. So I took chance most of it to explore on my own also. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു പുതിയൊരു സ്ഥലത്ത് പോവാൻ ഒരു ചാൻസ് കിട്ടിയാൽ ഞാൻ അവിടെ ഫുൾ എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്യും. അവിടുത്തെ ആൾക്കാരെ മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനും അവിടുത്തെ കൾച്ചർ അറിയാനും അവിടുത്തെ ഫുഡ് ട്രൈ ചെയ്യാനും ഒക്കെ. So I feel all that helps you grow as a person, meeting people with different diverse backgrounds and stuff like that. So that is something that I enjoy. But unfortunately, ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ circumstances, I'm like stuck up inside home for a few months, so have not been able to do all that. But still, I think I've been trying to like motivate myself and try to explore other side, like some creative part of me, വീട്ടിലിരുന്ന് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക, and then keeping myself occupied with all those stuff. So yeah, I believe in like living life to the fullest and like finding happiness out of like little things. അങ്ങനെ ഒത്തിരി worry ചെയ്യാതെ just having fun with whatever opportunities I get. So yeah, that's all.
So we came to that you are a multitasking person and so much into sports. And also we came to that you have a very supportive family and let God Almighty shower all His choices, blessings on you and your family, Minu. How does it feel to be looked upon as a source of inspiration? We MECians here are so proud of you and sincerely congratulate you. Please share a few words of advice to us, your juniors and all of us out here, so that one day we can pass your legacy.
Inspiration is like a big word, but anyway, I feel happy. Like I'm definitely happy. Like if my journey or my experiences seems inspiring to you, like my word motivates you to pursue your dreams or follow your dreams, I feel elated. Like it's definitely a good thing. But I would like to tell you that few years back I was just one among you. നിങ്ങളെ പോലെ തന്നെ MECയിൽ വന്ന് പഠിച്ച് ഇങ്ങനെ നടന്നൊരു കുട്ടിയായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ I had not thought in deep. Okay, when I was a student in MEC, I never thought that I will come to US. But yeah, I took my time. Oro life lo oro decisions oro time I took my time. I analyzed my choices at that time, and I had my own struggles and difficulties, and finally all these things made me who I am right now. So what I would like to like advise or like tell the students is to believe in yourself. Like, you know, even I have had moments where I was like, am I good enough? ഇതെനിക്ക് പറ്റുമോ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ തോന്നിയ കുറെ മൊമെന്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. But I would like to say, just believe in yourself and be confident. If you are confident, then you could do wonders. നമുക്ക് ഉള്ളിൽ തന്നെ ഒരു ഡൗട്ട് തോന്നിയാൽ പിന്നെ നമുക്ക് തന്നെ ഒരു ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ എന്നൊരു ഡൗട്ട് തോന്നിയാൽ we won't be able to like move forward. We would like there would be it will be like us pulling ourselves back. So I would say don't hesitate, because you have a lot of opportunities. Like and also since one good thing about MEC is like we are like a family. There are so many people outside in different parts of the world, and I would say don't hesitate to reach out to anyone. എന്തെങ്കിലും question ഉണ്ട്, എന്തെങ്കിലും doubt ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആരോട് വേണമെങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചോദിക്കാം. There would be people who are like willing to help you. Yeah, so and never lose hope, keep trying, and you know, yeah, pinna it's like I know that for some people, as I told, would know very like right from school or maybe right from appadotta ariya, okay, I want to do this. This is my ambition. I just want to become this person. All clarity odu kodiyana chelare engineering nu thanne varunathu. But some people are not like that. They are like, okay, the try cheyidu nokkam. I don't know whether it's my thing. So I would say don't fall into any pressure, like peer pressure or anything. Take your time. Everybody is different. Everybody's goals and ambitions are different. So I would tell you, take your time, analyze your options, and go at your own pace. And yeah, there is no need to rush or anything. And also be focused. Like don't lose focus in between. Pinne enke parayanullathu, enjoy to the maximum. College life is these 4 years are like I think like ningal kore naal kayinja like orkan povuna nalla moments aayirikkum. So don't be very stressed at all times. Don't forget to have fun also in college. Pinenda, yeah, that's all. But I know right now it's a little difficult situation. Ipo COVID karanam nammal ellarum veedukalil thaneyanu. But still reach out to your friends. Ellarum keep connected, keep motivating each other. And yeah, don't give up. Like keep trying, work hard towards your dream. Don't think that you cannot do it. Like definitely, I think all of you have it in you. And if you're interested to pursue masters, and then contact them. You can add me on LinkedIn. Ask any other questions that you have. And yeah, all the best to all of you guys. That's what I have to tell you.
Thank you so much, Minu, for spending your valuable time with us, and also for sharing your views and suggestions with us. Thank you a lot.